Today, YouTube is really messing around. It loves to make its creators suffer hard, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go ahead and play anyway. I can't pull this up on my screen. It's not becoming viewable to the public. Don't know why. I can't even like search it and get it on my screen. Okay, finally we got it. Okay. All right. Let's just go right into it. I'm a little late getting started here, so. All right. Okay, we got Gemma here. You ready for some KERPLUNK? For some KERPLUNK. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Shannon? Sorry, guys. I've been trying to get started for the past 15, 20 minutes, but I took some tips on some YouTube settings, and unfortunately, these were not. I kept trying to start this live, and it's not. I wasn't going through YouTube. Hope you guys are doing good. How is this? Should I move this further away? Should have had this set up 10 minutes ago. But okay. Gem is ready. You guys are ready. So we're doing whole KERPLUNK album first. Do some KERPLUNK. Almost 35 years old, this album. All right. Appreciate you guys coming in. There we go. Oh, even got my KERPLUNK shoes on. Yes. See that? Official KERPLUNK shoes. Oh, yes. Pretty cool. Okay. All right. Get right into it. Yeah, took us a while to get going here, but we're going now. I'm going to move myself over one butt cheek over to the right. Still see the beautiful KERPLUNK lady here and Gemma. Okay. All right, doing the full KERPLUNK album. Almost 35 years old, this album. This next song is one of my favorites. It's called One for the Razorbacks. Start up here. Oh, yeah, I'm not going into that properly. Sorry. Hold on. One more time. Juliet's trying. To find out what you want. Okay, one more time. Here we go. One for the Razorbacks. Juliet's trying. Find out what you want, but you don't know. Juliet's got her down. While at this direction, there's a perfection, it's just me. Wanna bring you up again now, 'cause I'm losing the flesh of my dignity. Small price I pay to see that you're happy. Forget all the disappointment to let me. Fed up, go away, well and let me. Realizing love can be full of pain and distrust. I know I am crazy and to be lazy, but I would try to you up again somehow. 'Cause I'm losing the flesh of my dignity. The small price I can see that you're empty. Forget all the disappointment to let me. I fed up going well and let me. Realizing love can be full of pain and distress. I know I am crazy and to be lazy, but I would try to you up again somehow. 'Cause I'm losing the flesh of my dignity. Small price I can see that you're happy. Forget all the disappointment to let me. I fed up going and let me. Alright, what's up, Rand? Nerd locations in the house. You stick around, and maybe I'll do free nerd for you. Doing the whole KERPLUNK album first. Whole KERPLUNK album first. What's up, Gemma? So I love me some KERPLUNK. All right. This next song is on 2 albums, KERPLUNK and the following album, Dookie. Now it seems that I am tracksuits and the forgetters. Some call it fun, some call it gas. I wanted to get through a wasteland that I could come around. Welcome to paradise. The job breaks down at the station. Another urchin stops and naked on its own. And makes them wonder why I'm here. For some strange reason, it's got to live on my own. And I'm never gonna fail. Glad to get through the cracks and the fucking up. Some call it fun, some call it nice. I wanted to get through a wasteland that I could come around. Welcome to paradise. The bass player. Welcome to paradise. Oh, paradise. You say play Green Day? Play something nice. I could do some Basket Case later. We're doing the entire KERPLUNK album first. Something Green Day is actually going to be doing. So shout that out after KERPLUNK. It's not very long of an album, and I'll do all kinds of stuff afterwards. So if you want to hear Basket Case, I could do that. Going in order, though. All right. Christie Road. Down and the me to the depths that crystal room. Mama, stay out of my way. That pussy girl will always seem to find a way to kiss me. Mama, stay out of my way. That pussy girl will always seem to find a way to kiss me. There's one thing that I need that makes me feel complete. I go to the food. It's sweet. Everybody loves that one. Hit the like, folks. Hit the like. Hit the like button. How you doing, Gemma? Ready for some private ale? Private ale. All right, track 5. Down these streets all by myself. On the future now, I just don't know what to do. This is long I'm standing by your home, wondering if you're still alone. Your boyfriend there doesn't feel so right. My imagination goes carried my sights. Through my transportation was so I sit down here on the hard concrete. What my future now, I just don't know. I seem to care. If you find out standing at your home, wonder if you're still boyfriend there doesn't feel so right. My imagination goes in my sights. In my transportation was la 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 la. Wow. Like I feel so alive. My imagination goes tearing my sights. In my transportation was okay. We got Trey's song. Wanna be your dominated love slave. Wanna be the one who takes the pain. You can spank me when I do not behave. Back in the 40 leg with a chain. I love feeling dirty. I love feeling cheap. I love when you hurt me. So ride and stay 4 feet. Won't you stop me coming out? Little finger against my skin. Won't you pain all over my body? Won't you punish for my sins? I love feeling dirty. I love feeling cheap. I love when you hurt me. So ride and stay 4 feet. Yeah. Staples. Okay. When I was younger, thought that the world circled around me. By the time I realized I was so wrong, all the thoughts turned into costumes of the future. It was a tragic piece of my reality. Yeah. When they struck a point, no one could get through. Gotta think that they're supposed to point. It's time to get back to. This is one of my lives. This is one of my lives. And all I wanna do is get real high. This is one of my lives. Why does a life like you so small? It's just a forever. It's a forever. Have a lot to call it soon. Give me an answer, cause you don't even know as much as I know. Only your pen there once, well, I hardly think so. If you think they struck your point, no one could get through. What I think, yeah, that's false that point. It's time to get the truth. This is one of my lives. This is one of my lives. And all I wanna do is get real high. This is one of my lives. I used to play at night, before I let myself down. Papa said it was right. His mother said it too. Why? That's a good one. It's probably my favorite track off the album. It's hard to say. WrestleMania season, so always got to have the Taker Shaker. The Taker Shaker. Hey, sorry, I missed a comment there. I appreciate that. Wraithwell Jordan. Sorry, these comments aren't showing up here now. I have to catch them on the screen. Okay. All right, so this next one's kind of a tricky one. Billy wrote this about his wife, I think. Okay, this next song is called 80. I'm going to try to do the bass and the guitar for it, so
Well, I've been running down the street begging for your affection.
seems to walk. Take the corner road back and go crazy. Got away from folks behind a wall and spoken to that's crazy. It makes me wonder when I go to daddy, when everyone in them is street begging for just a change. Oh, will I go at home? Will I still be around? Oh, will I carry on? I'll end up 6 feet underground, waste away. It seems so frightening, time passes by like lightning. Before you know it, you're struck down. I always waste my time on my chemical emotions. It keeps my life spinning around, wasting away. Time passes by like lightning. Before you know it, you're struck down. Always waste my time on my chemical emotions. It keeps my life spinning around. All right, 380 Android. It's power ballad time. All right. Again, without a bass guitar, I can't do this really properly. The intro, that is. Once we break in, it's all good though. Try to wing my mic during intro here. to feel space. Still the answer makes no one knows. I don't know. All right, love that power ballad. Who we still got in here? Hit the like button. Hit the like button till that pointer finger becomes a bloody stump, because that would make me happy. Hit the like button. Send some requests through because we're nearly done this album. Okay, this next song is called Who Wrote Holden Caulfield. It's a motivation and frustration, it's crazy. It's a plan to take us and the always of the feeling. Someone help me up for these kind of winning, yeah. I got fuck to my mind, but if you get fine, you find. Oh, what I left behind. Was it just a dream that I need to tell you? Oh, I never meant to hesitate the first time, but it's you that's driving me insane. Is when I say that it's a fire foxy flow and now he's getting lazy. There's no motivation and frustration, it's crazy. It's a plan to take us and we're always in the feeling. Come on, open it up for he's gonna end up winning, yeah. There's a boy Foxy's world and now he's getting lazy. No motivation and frustration, it's crazy. It's a plan to take us and but always the feeling. Someone help him up or he's gonna end up winning. There's a boy Foxy's world and now he's getting lazy. There's no motivation and frustration, it's crazy. It's a plan to take us and we're always in the feeling. Someone help me up for he's gonna end up winning, yeah. Okay. It seems I can't keep my mind above you. Bring us back to better days we've been through. Sitting on the top of the school grounds. Love our bitch, but I finally found. And now it's gone. Now you feel the blame. And there's nothing I can do but take the blame. Why? I dwell on what you remind me of. Two young girls sacrificed her love. For me, I am blind without a cause. the words I might have said. Pumping pressure deep inside my head. Was it bad enough to be too late? Tell me where the words I might have been, or words I might have been, or words I might have been, or words I might have Okay, there we go. KERPLUNK. Introduce you to the green dookie dog. That's the KERPLUNK dookie dog right there. Yes. Okay. All right. So who do we still have rocking in here? Still got some people. What do we have for requests here? I'm gonna do acoustic, a heavy acoustics. Now they're probably kind of like a power ballad, Not like say Boulevard of Broken Dreams, but a song called Hold On. I don't have a harmonica, but. Too much distortion on there. belong to yourself. All right. Who do we still got in here? Am I missing comments here? Let me just double check this. Last thing I can see on here is play basket case. Someone make some comments so I can know if I'm still receiving the comments. Okay, just switch guitars here. Oh. Maybe Gemma wants to hear her song. You want to hear your song, Jim, on the blue guitar? We pulled out blue. Call him Mr. Blue. That sounds better. Is this tone better? Kind of like that. Only way to get Shannon to speak is if I play Gemma's song. Only if I play Gemma's song. How was that, Gem? Woke her up. She knows her song. She knows it. She knows her song. Okay. They do a Blue Oyster Cult song I've been doing quite a bit lately. I used to cover in a band. Again, it sounds way better with a bass player doing the bass lines behind the verses, but still, I like doing this one anyways. All right, let's go. Burning for you. one sec. Just gotta check the top string of this guitar here. This guitar's got a weird sound on the top two strings, you know? Really weird low E sound. Alright, I'm sending through some requests. I'm just gonna double check this. Sure it's sounding good. Okay. Really weird. Okay. Just had to tighten some screws here. All right. There we go. Try to test this out. Try to test this out with some heavier shit, some AC/DC. actually a request by Timmy. But he's not even in here, is he, Timmy? I don't know. I can't. I've stopped seeing the comments. I have to bring this up on my laptop, actually, so I can see what you guys are saying. Now is a good time as any to announce that YouTube has been fucking us all around big time lately. It doesn't care about its content creators. It just wants to make things harder for us. We'd all be making much more if YouTube actually gave a shit, but they don't. And lately, they're forcing ads. So if you're noticing more watch ads on my videos than normally, it's because YouTube is forcing all creators to have those. They're not giving us any options anymore. It's different with every upload, it seems now, which makes uploading every video that much harder. But all these technical glitches and stuff, they just seem like a normal, everyday thing now. Anyways, I'm going to go into the chat right here, then I can see exactly what's being said. Okay. All right. People seem to enjoy Fairies Wear Boots last time I played it. I'm going to do Fairies Wear Boots Jam. Is the year of Ozzy and Sabbath. Unlikely that they're going to get that song on the last show, but let's do it anyway. Okay. Get some old school Sabbath in there. Many lights are shining on the earth's web. I walk the lonely streets in search of a friend. I need a lady to help me to get through the night. If I could find her, then everything would be alright. The sleeping city is dreaming the nighttime away. Out on the street, I watch tomorrow becoming today. I see how many's got to take away women for sale. Yes, for sale. Is that the answer? Is take away women don't fail. Okay. Judas Priest. Held that forever. Couldn't understand that last thing that was said. Sorry. You doing, Gemma? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, if you guys are sending out any requests, I'm definitely missing them. Making a guitar switch again. Oh, the Dookie dog fell. The Dookie dog fell. Alright. Where's the guy who asked for basket case earlier? I could do it if you request it one more time. If you're not still here, I'm not going to do it though. I can't read that last comment, sorry. But I think I've acknowledged it. I've acknowledged it. Okay. Some scattered pictures lying on my bedroom floor. Reminds me of the times we shared. Now it seems I forgot my purpose in this life. All the songs and lyrics. Yes, I've learned from my mistakes. Well, open the past and present now and never. So it is open the past and present now to you. God that I'm living with you. God that I'm living with you. We're gonna play the entire Insomniac album. Let's go. Inside myself, I almost gave my own Christmas in me. I begged it, I adjusted, just one letter on myself. I must insist on being pessimist. I can't stop tonight. Insist on being pessimist. I'm alone, I can't stop the mind. Inside myself, I always face my own crucifixly. Now leaving without healing, supporting free, giving just what I gave. What must I insist on being a pessimist? I'm alone in a catastrophic mind. Can you stop that words the best I can? I'm a runner in a catastrophic mind. Catastrophic. This is a heavy album. Mom and Dad don't look so hard these days. They get over the hill. Closing in, backing up. Far as I can tell. And a plan of action in cold blood, and it smells everywhere fast. I was once so in doubt, but that's all figured out that nothing good can last. Bursting right, I'm sitting in, time's running out. My parents' income interest rate is getting higher drop. I'm a fucked up slump without a job, and I know I damn well should. Mom and Dad don't look so hot these days, but my future's looking good. Well, no more, cause I'm getting bored and I'm going nowhere fast. I was once so in doubt, but that's all figured out that nothing good can last. Cause I'm getting bored and I'm going nowhere fast. All the points I would get, but that's all figured out that nothing good can last. Alright, am I still on here? It was doing some buffering and stuff. Can't expect technology to do its fucking job. That's one thing I know about technology. It seems like the timer's still going here, so if it cops out a bit and it starts buffering, well, that's just technology for you. It never fucking works. That's why I like playing these angry punk songs. And Green Day have some of the heaviest. No fucking doubt there. There's a song all about it. The song's called Stuck With Me. Oh, I'm out here. I'm just alright. Just waiting, careless, breathing. but the towers kept me thinking of some hope. Passed out, buried in a hole. Struck down, forced and made a fall. Destroyed, given up the fight. Well, I never won that alright. What's the price of what you're paying if it's alright? Take it for my ticket, wasted till it's dead. Roll me back into the gutter 'cause it's alright. Find another place, you fucker, dragging down the hill. Passed out, buried in a hole. Struck down, forced and made a fall. Destroyed, giving up the fight. I know I'm not alright. I'm not alright. What's up, that boy? Passed out, buried in a hole. Struck down, forced and made a fall. Destroyed, giving up the fight. I know I'm not alright. Sweet. Hopefully it's still ticking on here. There were some buffering issues, like I said. Okay. How you doing, Gemma? Yes, I know. It's a heavy one, ain't it? It's a heavy album, okay. This is like Green Day's like metal years or something. As Billy Joe likes to say, those were our like metal years or something. All right, song's called No Pride. Let's hope I can hit this one. The cultures with a stream of piss of blood in my face. The hell with unity, separation and chaos all. Time to shreds and disjointed before the final fall. Better than the values, cause it does story. Better than the values for conspiracy. I'm gonna keep down for your chance to swing up and fight. Well, I know I'm not the one, I've got no pride. Hey! Better than the values, cause it's good story. Better than the values for conspiracy. I'm gonna keep down for your chance to stand up and fight. Well, I know I'm not the one, I've got no pride. Got no pride. That's no pride. Got no pride. Yeah, that's a good one. Surprised I hit all those chords. Okay, this next one. Babs Uvula Who is the name of it. Oh, Timmy's requested this before. I don't know if I can hit this, but been a long, long time. Babs Uvula Who. Okay, I got it. That one's tricky. That one's tricky with that the drums and everything to keep the time on that. All right, some more Insomniac. These are like the greatest 2-minute punk songs ever written. I mean, that's major subjective, but for Green Day, I mean, they wrote this album. It was the follow-up to Dookie, which sold 10 million its first year at least worldwide, and then this one 2 million. People don't like it heavy and serious. They like commercialism. They like it, sound poppy and stuff. This was definitely not a pop record. These are fast, angry 2-minute songs. I think the longest song on the album is 3 minutes. So, okay. This next one, if you are a Green Day fan, you definitely know it. It's 86. Yeah. Goes that one. Stewart in the Avenue. dead in the hands of bad luck. Before it might have made some sense, but now it's all fucked up. We're all fucked up. It's all fucked up. All right. But I can get through this next one without too much squeal. This is probably the main song off Insomniac that everybody knows, that you're still likely to hear them do live if you go to see Green Day. Remember the chords here. In trouble trying to see. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. The rest of grass tops in my mind. On my own radio. My skull, mouth is dry, face is numb, fucked up and thrown out in my room, on my own clock is laughing in my face. Crooked spine, senses numb, past the point of delirium. On my own something from going on. It's too scary and true. The inspiration to nothing going on. It's leading me on your way. Always look forward, always never get nowhere. There's a progress, and I listen to it all. I found a place in nowhere. Taking most of Saturday on my drugs. Get fucked up equilibrium. Get down from 9 to 5, hurry, we're gonna die. Less than 2 hours extinction. Always look forward, always never get nowhere. was a progress, evolution going all. I found a place in nowhere. I was a forward, now it's stuck with getting nowhere. There is no progress, evolution going all. I found a place in nowhere. Those are all the same video, actually. Brain Stew and Jaded. There's the official video that they released, and both songs are in there because they're kind of attached there. All right. Now, this is probably my favorite song off the whole album. Westbound Sign. Best use of 3 chords I've ever heard. There's another one you could spark it up to. This is called Tightwad Hill. Begging for another fix, turning tricks for speedballs one more night, making the rounds once again, turning up and keeping it, burning right, burning daylight, last up at dawn, Tidewater, drugstore hooligan. Another white trash mannequin on display to run upon a hill. Limping out wide, but having the time of his life, hitting every minute of his existence, making his rounds once again, turning up and keeping it, bumming a ride. Burning daylight, last up at dawn, Tidewater. All right. Anybody who's not hit the like button, hit the like button. Also, make your appearance felt. Done 2 full albums here. You don't make your appearance felt, don't expect me to be in your next live stream, I'll tell you that. I've got a life too, you know? Though, I am kind of a product of this next song. So don't listen to anything I say. But that was serious. All right. English? You talking to me, Shannon? You want me to speak in English? Shannon was here. She got nothing to worry about. All right. This song's called Walking Contradiction. There's a video for this one, too, actually. Wow. You seriously did 2 full albums here? 2 full albums that most people don't know? 2 full albums. Okay. Right back. All right. So we got a few people in here. Call this the encore. Been sanding this pick down. 2 full albums on here. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Appreciate those of you who are in here. Okay. As I said earlier, I've been mostly focused on bands that are still existent and whatnot, for the most part, anyways. So it's a big year for Ozzy, as he's going to be playing his last show. Word is, if he's fully unable to walk at this show, they're going to have him actually be flown in a throne over the crowd while singing live. So that could be interesting. Be pretty cool. I guess we'll see what happens. But we'll do some Ozzy now. It's hard to sing. Singing though. Going off the rails on a crazy train. While playing that. Off the rails on a crazy train. It's fucking hard. Ozzy doesn't have to play guitar, so. All right. Winding down now. I'd like to do X-Kid. So I just got a couple more here. Okay. I guess I'll use this guitar for this. Alright, song called X-Kid. Okay. All right, we're getting to the end here then. Nobody's saying too much. I feel like I'm just playing by myself here. Oh yeah, Gemma's here. Gemma's here. Gem is here. Okay. I'm trying to figure out something I can do as a good finisher. I know I'm going to play it very last, but alright. I'm in one of these moods lately as well, so do a little bit of Alice Cooper first. my eyes. Mom's been thrown out of the social circle. Dad has to hide. I went to church, got me told. Everybody knows. Recognize me. Punch me in the nose. He said, "Elmo is a nice guy. Elmo is a nice guy." He said, "He's a Elmo is a nice guy. Elmo is a nice guy." Okay. All right. Start winding it down here then. Just about finished. Okay. I got two more to do here. Two fun ones. Last time I cut out. Hopefully it won't cut out this time. Okay. Little scanner. You feel like giving up? Just listen to this song. Beside me, my only son. Listen closely, what I say. If you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh yeah. Don't live too fast. The words will come, they will pass. Find a woman, you'll find love. Just don't forget, son, there is someone up above. Forget your lust, rich man's gold. That you want or need to know. Sing your soul. You can do this if you try. Oh, I don't want for you, my son, to be satisfied. everybody. Okay. All right. Just going to do one more. I've been playing for quite a while now. We had some difficulties beginning. So everybody hit the like button. 7 likes is not enough. Hit the like button. Got one more. If you're a Weird Al fan, then you're going to know this song really well. I'll give you a hint. It's not Lola. It's not Lola. Okay. We ready? Ready for some Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi? Okay. Hope you're all singing along at home here. Final one for tonight. Pull my pedal a little closer here. Okay. Let me get comfortable. Oh, the Dookie dog fell down again. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Here, both all of KERPLUNK, nearly 35 years old, and all of Insomniac. That wasn't planned, but you never know what you get. Mr. Thrash's sets are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Met them in a swamp down a Dago bar where bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda. S-O-D-A soda. I saw the little rat sitting there on a log. I asked him his name and in a raspy voice he said Yoda. Y-O-D-A Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. I've been around but I ain't never seen a guy who looks like a muffler but he's really green. Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. I'm not dumb but I can't understand how we can get me in the air just by raising his hand. Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Well, I have come just a week before. I've never ever met a Jedi before. But Obi-Wan, he set me straight, of course. Said go to Yoda and he showed me the Force. Well, I'm not the kind that would argue with them, so it looks like I'm gonna start all over again with Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. So I use the Force. I picked up the box. I lifted some rocks. I stood on the hood. I won't forget what Yoda said. He said, Luke, stay away from the darker side. And if you start to go astray, let the Force be your guide. Oh, my Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. I know Darth Vader's really got you annoyed, but remember if you kill him then you'll be unemployed. Oh my Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Well, my friends really got in a mess. I'm gonna have to leave Yoda, I guess, but I know that I'll be coming back someday. I'll be playing this part till I'm old and gray. A long-term contract I had signed says I'll be making these movies till the end of time. Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. Yo-yo-yo-Yoda. appreciate you coming out, Shannon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate you guys giving me your time. More energy here today. All right, there's a new episode up for cult members. It goes up for the rest of the public tomorrow morning. All right. Appreciate it, everybody. Thanks again. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye.